I write these little farm chats on Friday, revise them on Saturday, and Joe uploads them on Sunday. My hope this week had been to have a final outcome to the presidential election by my writing day, so we could all start thinking about moving forward. That being said, and this being now, return with me to Friday afternoon, where the election still hangs in the balance with Arizona, Georgia, Nevada, and Pennsylvania still counting ballots. Though our anxiety level may have diminished somewhat since Tuesday night, the stress of these past few days still envelops us. In short, wow, what a week. And so on Friday, we find ourselves in an in-between time. But late breaking news on Saturday, we are finally looking toward positive change in this country. We have a president-elect, though undoubtedly a slew of lawsuits will still question that fact. Regardless of whom we voted for, each one of us either fears for the worst or hopes for the best. So what do we do now? We have listened constantly as county after county submitted their vote totals. We have wrung our hands as leads expanded and shrank hour to hour. We have breathed both sighs of relief and groans of fear, all the while hoping that our lives would soon return to normal. We have done all of those things. But I challenge you now, after a bit of well-deserved celebration, if you and I are like-minded, I challenge you to not mire yourself in the past and in what cannot change, but also don't gloat about the bright future you think you deserve. Alan Ewing Merrill, the executive director of the BTS Center, said it well in a recent blog post. "One thing I know for sure," he writes, "when all is said and done, when the last votes are counted, when the final chip falls, no matter the outcomes, there will be work to do." That's right. No matter what, there will be work to do. Important work, consequential work, life or death work. And God calls us to undertake it with all the faith, hope, and love we can muster. Come what may, we need each other, Merrill concludes. And we need to stay grounded in a vision that calls for human hearts renewed, justice established, and creation restored. How we will implement Merrill's vision will be different for each of us. All I know is that we are called to keep working and organizing. All I know is that that vision needs to start with a commitment to healing, but also to embrace a time to simply rest. I read an online article recently, just this past week actually, from Newsweek that raised the question of whether Bernie Sanders would have done better against Donald Trump than Joe Biden. That is such irresponsible journalism. Just what we need. One more thing to potentially divide us. No, now is the time that we must make an intentional commitment to heal, to reach out to one another, to find common ground, to set aside grievances and differing opinions, to come together, beginning with our own families and communities and moving outward, so that as individuals, as families, as a nation, we will not be just great again, but we will also be kind again. Our task going forward is to heal each other's wounds, forgive one another, build up a sense of community, and celebrate the gifts that each one of us, for Donald Trump supporters too, are children of God. Each one of us has to offer. But even before that must come a time to rest, because we have been living in unimaginably difficult times. We need to restore ourselves in order to renew our energy to do the work of compassion and justice that awaits us. And so I encourage you to take a deep breath and let it out with a sigh. Take a walk, go for a bike ride, sit in front of the wood stove, smile, laugh, dance, and admit that this has been a most tumultuous summer and fall, and give yourself a bit of space to find your own peace and hope for tomorrow. Let me end then with the words from a song sung by the Benedictine monks of Weston Abbey in Vermont. Peace to you and every good that life can bring. Evening song is calling us to wonder. The night has come and all is quiet now to end the day in listening. Shadows fall and linger long till morning. In life's hand, today becomes a memory. Look up and see the vast and endless sky. Who knows how far and wide the stars intensely shine? Calm again our hearts so weary from the day. Life gives peace, and peace will bring the morning song, and peace will bring the morning song.